For years, I used to call myself an insight junkie. I loved personal development. I still do. I love personal development. I love conferences, books, podcasts, partially because I'm curious. I'm a curious soul and I want to hear what other people think about the things that interest me. And so that's cool. But for the longest time, what I would do is I would go out, and because I would see, read and consume a lot of ideas, and then see different programs, books, or coaches as people who had answers that I didn't have. I mean, that's why I went to the books and the conferences, right? Was like, you have an answer and I haven't seen this yet. And so I always felt like I was one book away from my breakthrough. I was always one coaching call away from my breakthrough. And this was a really, this is such a slippery slope, you guys, because we can wander in the wilderness for years looking for this mysterious breakthrough, right? This unicorn of a moment that on the other side, we finally figure it out. And I stayed in that wilderness. I wandered in that wilderness for so long. And it's really frustrating, right? I mean, right? Tell me it's not. It's so frustrating to feel like you're on the right path, to feel like you are awakening to something in you. You're like, this is the right direction. And then to want that goal or that dream so bad to be like, I've set how many years have you set the goal, right? How many years have you set the same goal? Only to never reach it. You're like, this elusive goal, like I will get this. If it is the last thing I do, I will reach this goal. And at least that's how it was for me, right? And it can be consuming. It can be consuming. And you will sacrifice relationships. You'll sacrifice your sanity. There's a lot of things we'll do in the name of reaching this goal. And that's, in some ways, it's a good thing. Like your determination is on point. Your determination is one of your strongest qualities. You wouldn't still be in business for yourself if you weren't so determined to get where you want to go. And I like that. I like that about me. I like that I also call it stubborn, but I like that I'm stubborn for the things that I really want. But I don't want to be stubborn and continually chasing this idea of a dream and a goal in the wilderness only to never reach the goal. So over the last year or two, I've started to notice that there is something else that I have been missing, that I didn't know to look for. And that was my path, right? A program is like a snack. It's like a one-off piece of information, a bite, right, of information. It's a meal. And I consume it, I learn what I learn, and then I move on to figure out what's next. But do you see, like after I finish the book, I still am no clearer on what's the path. What is the path to my goal? I realized that by reading that book, hiring that coach, going to that conference, I got some ideas about how I could get to my goal, but none of it resulted in my own path. Now, I may have been to conferences, read books, and hired coaches who gave me their path, but I didn't feel any closer about finding my path. And do you see that is the, what's the word? Paradox? I'm not sure if that is the mysterious, wonderful thing about this lifetime and this game is that you will look outside of yourself for answers that crack the code to you having all the riches and desires that you want, for you to live the life you really want. And it's not until you start to look inward for you owning and defining your own path that you see clearly. Like that is where you actually begin to see clearly.